So the Bank of Canada finally reduced the interest rates by 0.25% last month. That was the first reduction since 2000. And it's interesting to see how the market has performed since the reduction. The Toronto Real Estate Board just released their numbers for the month of June. Some markets are up, some markets are down, so it seems like everything's all over the place. So let's take a look at some of the numbers for the month of June. We're going to look at year-over-year numbers. So we're first going to start off with Newmarket. So let's take a look at the numbers for Newmarket. We're going to first start off with the all types of homes. This is a combination of all types of homes. We can see that the year-over-year change is at 2.51%. Detached homes, the change was up by 1.94%. Semi-detached, that was also up by 2.49%. So we have a few things that's showing that the market has gone up year over year, but then we're going to be looking at some of the entry-level type of properties, and those have dropped quite significantly. So we have a freehold townhome that's dropped by 7.41%. Condo townhome, that's down by 12%. And then condo apartments, those are down by 15.42%. So that is a big difference for the entry-level types of properties. Let's look at some other statistics. So we see here that the percentage change for new listings, that has dropped by 1.85%. Number of sales, that's dropped quite a bit. So last year, the number of sales, that was 97. This month, it was 80 homes that had sold. So that was a drop of 17.53%. And then we have number of active listings. So we have a lot more inventory this year. So last June, there was only 161 homes on the market that were active, whereas this month there was 276 homes. So that was a 71% increase. And then also it's taking a lot longer for homes to sell. So last year, the average days on market was only 9 days, whereas this year it's 20 days. So that's gone up by 122%. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Aurora. Again, we're going to be looking at the all types of homes combined. So that has gone up by 0.3%, so not a huge difference year over year. Detached, that has dropped by 2.84%. Semi-detached, that's dropped by 5.67%. And then we have more of the entry-level types of properties in Aurora. Those have actually gone up in Aurora, whereas in Newmarket, they had dropped quite a bit. So for a freehold townhome, that has increased by 5.23%. Condo townhome, that's dropped somewhat, that was minus 3%. And then a condo apartment, that's almost the same, it just went up by 1%. And then if we look at some other statistics, and we look at some new listings, from last year to this year, there was a change of 23%. So we have a lot more listings this year than we did last year. Number of sales, almost the same as number of sales. So that's a little bit interesting. So last year there was 85 sales. This year there was only 83. So that had dropped by 2%. And then we have the number of active sales or number of listings that are still active on the market. So that is telling us there's a lot more inventory. So a lot more homes that buyers are able to choose from. We're seeing a lot less of multiple offer situations that was quite normal the past couple of years. And then again, the homes are taking a lot longer to sell. So last year was average days on market is 12 days, whereas this year it's 20 days. So that was a change of 66%. So what does this mean overall for the market and for the coming months? You know what, it's really challenging to determine what will happen, but we tend to look at if there is a bit of a dip, which it seems to be what's going on right now, that is a great time for buyers to get into the market. We also look at the sales to new listings ratio. So when we look at the sales to new listing ratios for Newmarket, it's at 37.7%. So anything below 40% is considered a buyer's market. Whereas in Aurora, it's at 44%. So that is more of a balanced market. Anything between 40 to 60% is a balanced market, and anything over 60% is a seller's market. So overall, the market is a little bit more stable in Aurora in terms of buyers and sellers, whereas in Newmarket, it's more of a buyer's market. You know what? I get a lot of questions about when's a good time to get into the market. It's always challenging to find out the exact perfect time. I always recommend if you're able to get into the market, it's always a good time to get into the market, especially if you're going to be in a home for at least 5-6 years. We won't know whether this was a great time until after the fact when we look at the statistics from the past 4 or 5 months. So right now in the summer months, it tends to be slow anyway. Come September, I have a feeling that the market is going to start going up, especially when the Bank of Canada will be reducing some more interest rates by the end of the year. I hope you found this helpful. I know it's a little bit long with all of these numbers, but if you have any questions or if you'd like to know some more information that is more specific to your needs, please reach out to me. I would love to answer some questions what you may have. I look forward to seeing you here next time. Take care.